How's it going, everybody? Been a while. This is Will at FW Arms, and today we're going to do the setup for the Generation 1 9mm expander. This is a carbide die. Again, this is a first generation that we're offering here. It works pretty good. All right, to set this guy up, we're going to take our piece of sized brass, and I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand because I'm holding a camera. We have a 115 grain round nose Berry's bullet here. As you can see, it doesn't go nice. Doesn't want to drop in there. So we're going to put our brass in there, and we are going to bring our press to the bottom of the stroke. I hit single cycle. There we go. And we're going to take the die. I have it in over the swage station. All my stuff is, all my pockets are, have been taken care of. I think they've been reamed by Mojo Precision. All right, we're going to screw it in there until we feel a little bit of resistance. And then we're going to just screw it in a little bit more until it gets a little tighter. And we'll start here. What we're going to go for is until we can take this projectile and just kind of drop it in the neck here, and it'll drop nicely and not quite. You can kind of see that we're getting a little bit of some flaring here. We're not going for flare, believe it or not. We're going for a cup. So I'm going to take this down maybe another quarter turn or so, and we are going to do a single cycle here at this point. And we'll test it again. Ooh, almost. It's starting to stick a little bit. And we'll go down maybe 1/8 of a turn. There we go. Almost. So when you're forming brass, go another quarter turn, 1/8 turn, quarter turn. When you're forming brass, the brass will actually start to flow out at a pretty good angle, but the contour of the expander guide rod, it's going to flow out and then up. The brass is actually going to follow that, so that's why it looks like we have a pretty severe bell mouth here. The brass will actually start to curl back in to flow. I mean, that's just how brass likes to flow. Do another single cycle here. And there we go. We got a pretty good fit there. And what we're going to do here is make sure that our bullet, oh man, it's almost too tight. All right, hold please. All right, sorry, I had to use 2 hands to get that projectile out. So as you can see, there's a cupping action there. So you'll see there's no primer in here, but we're going to go over to our bullet feed station here and see if it feeds a projectile in. There we go. Comes around, and you can see here that we got really good contact, and that bullet's not falling over here. So we'll go a single cycle to seat it, and then we are going to go a single cycle to crimp it here. And I grabbed my case gauge here real quick, so we'll crimp it now and single cycle that guy. So we're crimped. You can see the round here. Really nice. And do a plunk test. Oh, well, that's 38 super. There we go. How about 9mm? There we go. And can just drop out there. So you know that we haven't over flared, and as we go down to crimp, we're going to be looking pretty good. All right, I wanted to show you something here real quick. As you can see on the screen here, we're only going, that's 1,000 And we're going to do this over again. You can see my projectile here just doesn't want to go. What we're going to do is we're going to crank this up, because there'll be some naysayers out there that they want to see this at the higher speed, which is fair. That is fair, because we don't load at 1,000. We don't even process at 1,000. So, not 9mm anyway. So we'll go single cycle. Boom. There you go. There's one. And we will switch him over to the bullet drop here. And let's do single cycle. Boom. There you go. And you see that shake there. That projectile doesn't want to come off. Single cycle. Single cycle. There we go. And we'll put him right there. We'll bring our block up here. And 9mm. You can see nice and smooth there, and drops right out. You're not overworking that neck. So, there you go.